Bulking is dead, so saith Dr. Mike. So guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, we're going to talk about Dr. Mike and Chris Evans, or Dr. Eric Helms' video, Bulking is Dead. Before I get into this topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. If you need coaching, check out the link below. It's what I do for a living. I would love to help. All right. So Dr. Mike made a video with Eric Helms, aka Chris Evans, and you can find it by searching Dr. Mike. He's everywhere, right? So basically the title of the video, paraphrasing, was Bulking is Dead, right? Bulking is Dead. Quite an eye catcher, quite an ear catcher, we got to run to listen to this. Bulking is dead. We no longer need to bulk to build muscle, right? That's what we're getting from the title. And when I read this, I could just see all of Greg Doucette's fanboys running like, yay, bulking is dead. We can main gain, we can gaintain, we can plantain. We never ever have to gain another pound over 159. We can stay there on the scale, gain 30 pounds. We can main gain, maintain, plantain. We can stay right there. We can stay right there. We never ever have to gain a pound on the scale, because that's the way it's usually interpreted by the fanboys, right? We never have to gain a pound on the scale. So thank you, Dr. Mike, for clearing this all up, except it's just created a cluster of chaos. Let me explain, and I'm going to repeat that. It's just created a cluster of chaos. So Dr. Mike proclaimed in his title, and the video says something different, we're going to get into that, proclaimed in his title that bulking is basically dead. So people are going to read the title, and they're going to go into the video with their own interpretation, and half the people or more aren't going to listen to the video, the nuance of the video, because it's 30 minutes of talking, right? It's 30 minutes of discussion. So instead, you have half the lifting internet walking away from the title, Bulking is Dead. Bulking is dead. We no longer need to eat in a calorie surplus, except that's not what the video said. Let me repeat. That's not what the video said, and that's not what Dr. Mike said, and that's not what Eric Helms said. Bulking is not dead. That was simply a catchy title. Okay, and I'm not getting into any of that, right? I'm not getting into the hyper marketing and bulking is dead title crap. I'm going to stay on point here because you guys need to understand this, because the biggest crime you can do in lifting, the biggest crime you can do in influencer world, the biggest crime you can do in YouTube fitness is waste people's times. And when you are irresponsible and put out a title that says bulking is dead. Oops, I just accidentally said that, didn't I? When you do something like this, you waste people's time. You waste their time. You're going to have a lot of people that are going to try to bulk without gaining any weight, and they're going to be like, sadness will ensue, right? So here's the thing. Here's what the video actually said. It didn't say bulking is dead, so calm down, right? It didn't say bulking is dead. You can't just stay at the same you can't just stay at the same scale weight. I got all excited there. It's not the way it works. What they said was they did a study, Dr. Eric Helms, basically showed overbulking doesn't produce extra mass. It just produces extra fat. Overbulking is dead. Come on, we knew that. I've been talking about that forever, right? If you bulk too aggressively, you have to spend more time in a cut over the course of a year. You can check that out in my bulking PDF, link down below. There's a commercial for you, right? But we've been talking about this forever in the Massive Iron world, and not just us. Other sane voices in the industry, and Dr. Eric Helms is sane, because that's what he said in this video. Overbulking is dead. If you spend too much time in rapid weight gain, you're basically just going to add fat. This is what I'm saying, and this is what he said, and Dr. Mike said. You're just going to add fat, and you're not going to get extra muscle out of it. The only thing this accomplishes, the only thing overbulking or aggressive bulking accomplishes is that you spend more time in a cut over the course of a year, which not only are you getting fat, but now you have to spend more of your time each year leaning down and less time massing. So the whole point wasn't that bulking was dead, because it's not dead. What they said is a reasonable lean bulk is alive, and that's how you should do it. There's no benefit from overbulking, no benefit from fat bulking. So, do we have this clear? It's the same as it ever was, same as it ever was, same as it ever was, same as it ever was. Sorry, I could not resist for those that get the reference. So, what does this mean in practical terms? In the massive iron world, and again, commercial, you can check out the PDF down below, and I've done videos on it for free, so if you don't want to buy my PDF on how to bulk, that's okay. It's for free here on massive iron. What does this mean? Basically, we try to bulk about 10 pounds in 4 months. We don't try to get too far away from home base. That's about 2.5 pounds a month. You can do a longer bulk, about 6 months or 15 pounds, 6 months or 15 pounds, but you never get too far away from home. You remain in a lean bulk where you're, gaining a couple pounds of fat, but it doesn't take long to rip off, a month or whatever. In the massive iron world, we focus on lean bulking, controlled bulking over 4, 6, or 8 month period of times. I try to keep you in a bulking state or a massing state at least 10 months out of the year. I think this is pretty reasonable when it comes to maintaining body composition, being in a calorie surplus, and not getting fat. I think if we only have to cut a month, 6 weeks, 8 weeks out of the year, and we're lifting 10 weeks, and this is a generalization, obviously, and it can vary per individual, I think that's a reasonable thing. So, just to recap, bulking is not dead. All the Greg Doucette gaintaining, plantaining fanboys, calm down, watch Dr. Mike's video again. It'll be educational. I know it's a long 30 minutes. I know it's a lot to digest, right? But you don't get to stay at the same scale weight. This isn't the Hogwarts School of Magic. You don't just get to stay at 159 and you can't gain 30 pounds of muscle at 159 and end up with 30 pounds less fat and somehow stay at the same scale weight. We're not trying to do magic. So guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day.